Hello Internet, welcome back to Cinema Brawls. This is Daniel, this is Jake, and my name is Matt, but I'm slowly warming up to the name, the incredibly dashing Mr. Slam Dunk McAwesome. Welcome back to Cinema Brawls, where we're going to talk about an update now for you. That was awkward. We're going to update you on the news in cinema in general, and then update you on a few things in our channel, as well as put new movies into the bowl.
So first things first, our channel. We have a new intro that we've been trying out, as well as a new outro.
Yeah.
To kind of see what you guys think. What do you guys think of the new stuff?
Love it. Love the crap.
Gave me goosebumps the first time I watched it.
Fetching, wonderful. This is a relatively new channel. We're only about a year old, but things are going to keep upgrading, keep getting better. I'm this close to hanging up crap on the wall behind us, so
We should.
you'll keep seeing changes as things go along. But our quality has been steadily improving, which is very nice.
It's going to be awesome.
To that point, I also want to mention that we are trying to broaden our social media presence, specifically to the vast expanses of Reddit. That's right, there is a Cinema Brawls subreddit now. You can find it at reddit.com/r/cinemabrawls, spelled out just the same, capital C, capital B, where we will post, things about the channel, like announcements of future videos. We'll have...
As well as, probably mini brawls. We'll just,
We'll do polls.
ask. Yeah.
Movie discussions, what are you watching this week? And, of course, there will be memes.
All the memes.
I've already made a couple. They're pretty funny.
Good.
So go to Reddit if you are one of those that has Reddit, and please subscribe to r/cinemabrawls.
Did you guys know that we're going to be doing a Disney Villains bracket pretty soon here?
Just like last summer, we did an all-time villains bracket, but we're going to specifically talk about every single Disney villain.
Right. And since all three of us have written something on a specific Disney villain, I can tell you who the top three are going to be right now.
Right.
Absolutely.
We'll put out videos of each of us going over who we think we should win. And again, if the subreddit gets popular, we'll hold a poll on who you think it should be based on those videos.
Spoiler alert, it won't be Scar.
How dare you? Pretty soon here, coming up in the next 3 weeks, we'll also be putting out our personal top 10 lists, movies of all time. We've been doing this, for a year and a half now, and I think we should actually come out and say what we think are the best movies, what do we like, what do we look for. It'll be great.
Individually, so that you can get to know our personalities more, or lack thereof, depending on if you're Jake.
I don't try and be too flamboyant like Daniel does. Have we talked about our podcast?
As you can tell, we're still trying that.
We're trying it out.
It fits the format pretty well, actually. We're still going to keep posting videos, so don't go anywhere for YouTube. But the full uncut discussions are going to be put onto a podcast, which you can totally listen to. We have very nice, soothing voices, except Daniel.
So that's all you can expect from us here on the channel in the next few weeks, few months. Let's talk about some general news here in the cinema world. Specifically, what I wanted to bring up and maybe discuss a little bit is, because of the quarantine, because of the coronavirus, a lot of movies have been pushed back, delayed.
Gone straight to DVD.
Yeah, they've been pushed back or delayed, and it's sad because I miss going and seeing new movies. But there are a few movies that have come out specifically on streaming devices, kept their same release date, and have done okay, I guess. Things like Scoob, Trolls 2. Both of those movies, for example, have come out on streaming services that you can watch right now. And they are very popular. A lot of people have streamed it. They weren't very good movies still, but they're out there. A lot of people watched it. And so there's talks, I heard on the radio, that there are talks of cinema moving specifically to this level, to this format.
I have heard about that. I don't think it'll happen. I think people enjoy the experience of movies too much to just let it die out.
I am one of them. I love going to the theater.
I do too.
For sure.
I do too.
And, I hate to say it like this, but this kind of stuff has happened before in the history of cinema, where TV happened and people wouldn't go to movie theaters because it's just convenient to watch TV and things like that. And so but movies were able to bounce back, they were able to adapt, and I think something similar is going to be happening soon.
Yeah. I mean, at the very least, we're going to start getting 4D experiences, and that's not going to be in our home.
Probably not.
Not for lack of trying.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense. Even though our abilities to watch movies and consume entertainment at home evolves, cinema always evolves shortly thereafter.
I don't know. People aren't going to stop going. Like, how would people eat popcorn? Nobody's sticking to that microwave crap.
Yeah.
True. Yeah. I mean,
movie theater popcorn doesn't exist outside of movie theaters. So.
I feel like if anything, there will be more movies that are specifically made for streaming.
I mean, Netflix has already got kind of that market cornered a little bit.
Yeah. In other news, we have lost a lot of great actors and movie producers because of the coronavirus, or at least during this time, maybe not necessarily because of the virus. Certain people coming to mind like Jerry Stiller,
Fred
Willard, a lot of well-known writers and producers have died. None of them that I unfortunately can't remember the name of. But I think it's important to remember that. This is a hard time. But hopefully when this is all over, we can get back to normal.
In other news, there is the Snyder Cut. It's going to be bad.
I actually heard it was really good.
You haven't seen it yet. It's not done.
Well, yeah, but I heard it was going to be really good.
I know. They say that about every movie before it comes out.
I actually don't know about this. What's this?
Snyder Cut? Batman versus Superman?
No. Justice League.
Oh, right. Sorry, Justice League. I don't know.
Justice League is getting a re-release on HBO Max of the quote-unquote Snyder Cut, which Zack Snyder recutting what footage he has and doing $30 million worth of reshoots and finishing effects that were cut and things like that.
Can I say I really didn't mind the Justice League movie?
It was fine.
I mean, it wasn't as bad as Batman v Superman, but it was like...
if ever we rank the DCEU movies, I feel like Justice League will still be up there. I liked it. Fine enough, I guess.
Well, I mean, we're ranking that out of, 6 movies?
Yeah.
Compared to Aquaman and Shazam. Actually, Shazam was pretty good.
Shazam was dope.
Wonder Woman was pretty
Wonder
good,
Woman
too.
was
Wonder
really
Woman
good.
killed it.
I'm excited for the sequel.
Me
I
too,
actually still
actually.
haven't seen Aquaman. Never got around to it. Never liked him as a superhero. Jason Momoa is fine.
Anything else we need to say about cinema? Any interesting news you guys have heard? Because if not, we'll just go right into the cinema bowl.
Let's just start listing movies, guys.
Specifically, these are the movies we are going to put into the bowl.
And I get 18 vetoes.
As a caveat, just real quick, I will say that one of the benefits of this is that we get to watch new, interesting movies that we probably wouldn't have thought of. And I like being able to put new stuff in the bowl.
These are the movies we're putting in. Zodiac.
Veto.
Kingdom of Heaven. The Majestic. Shakespeare in Love. Hunt for the Wilder People. Bad Times at El Royale. The Vow. Harold and Maude.
Sonic the Hedgehog, 21 Bridges, Ready or Not, Onward, Ted, Ted 2, The A-Team, 2010, and Jojo Rabbit.
Game Night. Veto. Sucker Punch. King Arthur. Legend of the Sword. League of Extraordinary Gentlemen. Scent of a Woman. The Rock. Was that the Nicolas Cage movie?
Yep.
Upgrade and The Invisible Man.
As well as every Harry Potter movie that we discussed in our recent ranking.
You know, this is a good time to, I think, take stock and just ask ourselves the hard questions. How are you?
I'm
You okay?
No.
Jake, what have you been watching recently? Any shout-outs you want to make before we close out?
Yeah, I could throw a few shout-outs out there. Recently, I watched The Duff.
That's a good one.
This is a good one. What, is that one in the bowl?
It's already in the bowl.
It's already in the bowl. I don't know. I mean, as much as I don't want to, I've been sticking to movies that I've seen 1,000 times over.
It's comfort food.
The probably newest one that I hadn't seen was Hitman's Bodyguard, which I actually thought was pretty good.
That was kind of a fun movie.
Yeah.
I had fun with that.
Yeah. I have been on a year-long hiatus of Marvel movies, but I did just watch Civil War again like a week ago, and that was my first one in a while.
That's a good one.
It's long, but it is amazing.
I recently got Disney Plus. I gave in. I got it. And I have been reminiscing into my wonderful childhood years and watching all the old TV shows that I loved as a kid. And I'll be honest, they are still fantastic. Something about cartoons now, I just can't get into it. But cartoons back then, they were doing things right.
Yeah, I gotta tell you, I gave up hope for cartoons the moment I saw a show called Uncle Grandpa.
That was terrible. I've been watching
Literally
shows.
the worst.
I've been watching shows like Kim Possible, the Lilo and Stitch series, as well as Recess. All great shows. Definitely deserve to go back.
Recess was the bomb.
So good. Daniel, what are you watching?
I'm watching Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Another
TV
good
show,
one.
another good cartoon. You know, I've taken this opportunity to watch some kind of weird movies. I recently rewatched Cure for Wellness, which is interesting and weird. I've watched like The Upgrade and The Invisible Man within the week. That those were both awesome, and you know, just trying to branch out a little bit. I've watched a couple romantic comedies. I can't remember which ones though.
Thanks for watching. We hope you catch us next time. And don't forget to like, subscribe, share with all your friends.
Please share with all your friends.
Please.
We love you. But we'll leave you now. Bye.